Okay, my name is Oliver and this is Andriana, and we're here to talk with Jane today, who is from Mount Edgcumbe Hospice.
So what do you do at Mount Edgcumbe?
I'm a community fundraiser, so I work with people in the community that are raising lots of money to help keep Mount Edgcumbe Human Centre Hospital and St Julia's Hospice in Hale open and running.
How are you different to other hospices?
I think hospices on the whole do have a very similar feel to them. We care for people with a terminal illness, so they're not going to recover from that illness. We're different from hospitals in that we can offer a higher ratio of nurse to patient, so we've got more nurses per patient than say Trellis has, for example.
Yeah. So what do you do for your patients?
We help them with symptoms that they might have related to their illness, so they might be very tired, or they might feel really sick, or they might have a lot of pain. So we're able to help them, and we can tweak their medicines and give them other sorts of therapies to help them with the side effects of their illness, and also treating their illnesses as well.
What fundraisers have you got planned for the future?
In a couple of weeks we've got Run Falmouth, which is a half marathon, so we've got 700 people taking to the streets of Falmouth to run a long way up a lot of hills. We've got an event in the summer at Mount Edgcumbe Country Park in Tor Point, where we have about 900 cars. People come along and show their cars. We have lots of stall holders, so it's a really fun family day out with bouncy castles and lots of fun things going on there. And there'll also be an It's a Knockout event in September, among lots of other events that are going on around the community.
How long have you been providing?
Mount Edgcumbe Hospice opened 39 years ago, and St Julia's in Hale is going to be 30 years this year.
What has been your craziest fundraiser yet?
Ooh. Personally, I ran the London Marathon, which was obviously quite an extreme challenge, so I did feel a bit crazy when I signed up for that. But the craziest thing I think I've supported was a lady in Polguth did a wing walk on a Type Moor aeroplane. That was crazy. Yes.
How do you support the patients?
In a variety of ways. One of the ways actually is just by having the patients in our services staying in one of our beds, because it takes the pressure off their loved ones at home. But we offer counselling, support, we can help them with their finances, we can give advice, and it might just be as simple just sitting down and having a chat, or giving a hand massage, or just a cup of tea and a friendly face and an ear to listen. So whatever the family needs really.
What treatment can you give to your patients?
Whatever they need. Obviously our patients vary. We get a lot of people with cancer, but they might have heart failure or a neurological disease, which means that they've got a terminal illness related to that disease. So it's whatever their needs are, and each patient is very different, so it will vary from one patient to another.
Why do you think that hospital makes some good?
There's so many reasons. The level of care that we offer, and nurses are very compassionate, and they've always got time to sit with the patient and their family. So if that patient needs 15 minutes, they'll give them 15 minutes. If they need 2 hours, they'll give them 2 hours. So that's sort of very special and unique to us at Cornwall Hospice Care, and that's sort of what sets us different from other care providers in the county.
How many patients does Mount Edgcumbe care for?
We've got 8 beds in Mount Edgcumbe and also in St Julia's, so we can look after 16 patients at any one time in the county, but we've also got community services as well, so we're going out and delivering community services as well to people that they aren't necessarily poorly enough to need one of our beds, but we're helping them sort of at home as well.
What kind of illnesses do you care for?
All sorts. Anything that's terminal. So cancer is obviously the big one that people know about, and then we've got motor neurone disease, heart failure, COPD, which is sort of to do with your breathing, your lungs, and oh goodness, lots and lots of illness. Anything that's terminal. Are you planning to expand so you can care for more patients, or are you going to stick to your At the moment, we'll be sticking with the 8 beds at each end of the county, but obviously that's not to say that won't change in the future. But certainly expanding our community services, we've got hubs out in the community, which, like I said before, it really helps people that don't necessarily need one of our specialist beds, but they might need to access our services, and they're able to do that. it's very good.
So you're quite in a quite nice surrounding. So like, how do you think that surrounding affects the patient?
I think psychologically, if you go in and you've got beautiful flowers in the garden and you can see squirrels running up and getting nuts from a tree or something, it's a nice feeling of a nice well-being feeling inside, isn't it? So for us, day to day, we're reasonably healthy and well, and it's nice to see. So when somebody's really poorly and their illness has sort of stripped away anything normal in their life, and they can see the birds playing in the garden, that's got to be nicer than looking at a tower block any day of the week.
So how many people are working at Hospice at the moment?
Cornwall Hospice Care employs around 200 members of staff, but we've also got about 1,000 volunteers that help us out, which obviously is a significant saving for us. They provide thousands of hours every year just helping on the wards, keeping the reception desk running, and also helping in our shops and warehouses.
So like,
every penny we raise stays in Cornwall and pays to run our hospices. So obviously we have staff costs because we've got lots of staff, but also the medicine costs some money, so we have to pay for the medicine and the equipment to look after the patient and the beds that they sleep in. It all costs a lot of money because it's very specialist equipment, but every penny that we earn we put back into Cornwall Hospice Care.
So we're out of questions, and I would like to say thank you for speaking to us today.
Thank you for inviting me, it's really good to come and talk to you both.